Can you imagine? This is happening. Why he did this? For so many reasons. Number one reason is that people start complaining. Every new president will come to the organization, a group of people come in from the section that he heads, that he supervises, and they complain about him. That's number one. So there is an issue. Number two, we just opened a specialist program. Before there was no specialist program. So this is only one path of career. But the point I'm trying to say, that the companies wasted its money and energy. It's a waste. They did not take his opinion, nor they had any kind of testing or assessments. So identify the most important talent that are essential for each key job, benchmark your best performer. You know, that's another way of identifying talented individuals in any organizations. Go to the shop, go to the field, and talk to the best performer. Those best performers, usually they are talented, naturally. The aim of having talent portfolio is to produce job or role, what we call role profile. Now, produce a high potential list talent pool. Once you do that, once you identify the talent required by the job, for the job, now you have to identify the talent that's available with your people. You need to conduct talent assessment for the selected incumbents, review their previous performance history, accomplishments, and conduct interviews. Focus on critical talents. Create talent inventory, or what we call talent pool or talent database. The aim of having talent profiles is to produce a candidate and personality profile. So I think you get the picture now. It's very simple. You go to the organization, you see what is the most critical talent you needed now and in the upcoming, let's say, 5 to 10 years. And then you come to your people and use some sort of a talent assessment to identify what they are talented in, and then try to compare or match both. That's basically it. I'm not going to go through this. As I said, it will be available in the will be sent to you. But this to tell you a role profile, basically. And this is a profile for an operations manager. Now, identifying the talent, you need, as I said, talent assessment, and also another area you can identify talent is through performance appraisals and performance management. There are many assessment tools available. These tools can be used for new recruits as well as for those who are on the job. Talent assessments are usually a questionnaire with about 100 or more questions and are accompanied with personal interviews. Yani talent assessment and interview. Talent assessments are carried out by experts in the field or consultants. At the end of this presentation, there is an appendix and there's a list of sources for you, list of talent assessments. Assessing talents instrumental tools used for what? For identifying people's natural talents and traits, identifying personality profiles and team role, identifying training and development needs, identifying career path, and identifying high flyers and potentials. So by simply having a talent assessment and interviews with the candidates, you will be able to get these 5 items. Talented employees have the following performance behavior. This was also, how do I know this man talented, this man not talented? I didn't make much comment yesterday. But I think now it comes for me to tell you how you can identify this individual being naturally talented. Number one, he is passionate for their work, or his work, or her work. They're passionate, they are in love. They are deeply in love with what they do. And they are dedicated and they take pride in their job. They are outstanding performance by default, naturally. They are rating high. They call them the star. You could have star, talented but not a star. In what conditions there could be talented employees but they are not star? Because they are not working in the area that their talents match. So the matching is a problem. You see, when the talent required by the job meet the talent required possessed by the individual, they both meet, not necessarily 100%, then we call those talented. You see, the individual to be talented, his natural ability, talent, should require match with the job he's performing. I think it's very simple, no? Sometimes I have to convince myself. So outstanding performance and enjoy challenging assignments. And they're creative, innovative, and take initiatives. And he thrives on self-development. I have not seen a talented individual who does not like to develop himself or herself. Read, go, come here, for instance. This behavior can be observed and demonstrated. So this is the matching process. You take a talent assessment and you have identified some of this, like decisiveness, coordination, planning, analytical abilities, communication. And this, for operations manager, we found he has a gap. Can anybody tell me where is Guy's gap? Of course, communication. So he has a problem or a gap, I say, in communication. Because you don't have a perfect match in real life. In real life, there is no perfect match. But if it's 85, 90% match, then you can see it's a match. And he needs some work on his communication. Step number 2, deploying talents. It's the matching, as we already have discussed. But once you update, once you identify the role, the talent needed by the role or for the role, then you need to update your job descriptions. You need to include those talents or competencies in the job description. And then you identify gaps by reviewing the competencies that the incumbent possesses or have been demonstrated and compare them with the competency required. We already discussed that. Placement. You need to place now. That's the matching process. You already have it on paper. You need to do it on real life. Sometimes shuffling with people becomes mandatory. But if you shuffle people and you are taking him to what naturally he would like, he will not complain unless he loses status or prestige or money. That's a different issue.